Hello, longtime subscribers, and nice to see you all. It has been quite a while since I've done a live. I'm here at this beautiful park here in Hagerstown, Maryland, and we're going to be going over a viral music video, a viral artist who is going to should be topping the country chart soon. I believe he's hitting #1 on Apple Music. We're going to let some people gather up in here before we talk too much about that. Let's see here. It's been a while since I've been live. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and let everyone gather in. See how many of you have already heard of Oliver Anthony. So, the park we're in has been known to be the second nicest park here on the East Coast. I don't know if it currently stands there, but one time it was #2, and #1 was Central Park, from what I understand. So let me go ahead and give you guys a look around here. Excuse the... This is the music venue they have here at the park. There's a playground over there. There's an art museum through the trees there. For here, there's some bathrooms and concessions. A big playground on the other side over there. But this man, Oliver Anthony, through his music, it was very, very surreal. Let's see, can we get let's see if this chat is working. Let's get a test from the chat. Because I'm seeing 17, but I'm not able to see any chats. Hello, Trump is my president. Alright, the chat is working. So once we get to about 20, 30 of y'all, we'll go ahead and start this video that I set up, which is a video of Oliver Anthony talking about how he's going to be premiered on a channel called West Virginia Radio. And West Virginia Radio is, or actually it's Radio West Virginia, excuse me there. They star underdog artists that are in the West Virginia area and Virginia area. As Oliver Anthony, I think he's from Farmville, Virginia, middle of nowhere, living a country life, and he's been making YouTube video after YouTube video of his music and been putting a lot of time and effort into it, and he was hoping, you know, that hopefully this isn't for nothing, and now it's really popped off. He's up to almost 7 million views on Radio West Virginia on their channel. And if you scroll through all the other artists that they have premiered, some of them maybe got like 200,000, 50,000, 5,000 views, but Oliver Anthony has topped the charts. Oh, Cleo is here. Everyone say hi to Cleo. She has given me the call, making me aware that she is in the room. She cannot chat with us because YouTube has banned her from my room, along with my own mother. But where were we? Oliver Anthony he really took a faith walk and put everything, all his time and energy into this, and it is all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's made it. Like, he is probably getting email after email of managers and record labels, and he should definitely hold off on all that as long as he can, but it's pretty intense. And I put together a little video of what he said before any of this popularity hit him, he made a video talking about how he hopes that this is gonna make it. Like he's really put a lot of faith that this is gonna be what sets him off, and behold, it is what set him off. And so you kind of get to see him just before he's famous, and then you'll get to see what made him famous. So it's a pretty interesting video I put together. I think it's about 12 minutes. Hello, Gene. I am doing well. We're here in a beautiful park in Hagerstown, Maryland on a Sunday. But yeah, it is quite a nice park. Let me show you guys around again. Gotta. And it's almost feeling like fall already. We are not far away from it feeling like fall. And this is just a small, very small part of the park. I think after I show you guys the video, I'll take you guys on a walk around the park if y'all are interested, because it is a very nice park. So other than that, I've started a new job and everything's been going good. With my new job, I work with fiber optics, which is very interesting. It keeps me, what's the word? Keeps me focused because it's so interesting. So like I don't get bored at work. It's actually very, I want to say entertaining, but it's almost like every day is like an episode of how it's made. And maybe that's not for everybody, but I enjoy it quite a lot. What's up, Mike Huberts? Nice to see you, man. Yes, it has everything to do with Anthony Oliver. We'll be starting this video soon. Give me about another 3 minutes and I'll go ahead and start it for you all. Little video I put together that shows him just before he's famous, and then it shows what made him famous. Pretty decent video, I feel. I feel that for the people who don't know of Oliver Anthony yet, that this video is really gonna set in stone how you feel about him. Because he really, I mean, he'll touch your heart and soul, and it's pretty good stuff. I've watched I'm not gonna be like one of those reaction videos where I watch it with y'all and I act like I never seen it before. I watched this thing 100 times probably. Maybe not that much, but I've watched it over and over and over and over again, and each time it just draws the same reaction. Hello, Vasilos, California. And you are so welcome, Stand with Trump. I'm sorry for the long hiatus, but things are looking up. So let's go ahead and start it a minute early for y'all. We don't need to wait. Let's see here. This looks like it's it. And here he is, like he's just in his pickup truck. And yeah, you can see it's not a new pickup truck. He is just a good old country boy. Let's go ahead and get started.
Well, hey, it's August the 7th, 2023. And as of this recording, tomorrow on Tuesday, Radio WV is going to upload the debut of Richmond, North of Richmond. And it's going to be the first song to get out there that's been recorded on a real microphone and a real camera, and not just on my cell phone. And Lord willing, it's going to get some traffic, and maybe at least a few of you are going to drift your way over here. And I thought I'd have kind of an introduction video on what it is I'm aiming to do here. So, I've been playing a long time and singing. I really started to write my own music back in 2021. Things were obviously not good for a lot of people, and in some respects I was one of those people. And I had wasted a lot of nights getting high and getting drunk, and I had sort of gotten to a point in my life where even things that I did care about didn't mean anything to me anymore. And I mean, this is certainly no Dr. Phil episode, but I found an outlet in this music, and I started uploading a couple songs, and Ain't Got a Dollar I uploaded spring of last year, and then Rich Man's Gold, Cobwebs and Cocaine, and the list goes on from there. And there's probably been about a dozen or so originals that I've put out just off my cell phone. And I started getting messages from people saying like how much the music was helping them, and with their struggles in their lives, and that they'd been sitting on the back porch listening to me for the last hour. And it just I don't know, it really gave me a purpose. It made me feel like I wasn't just wasting my time. And so anyway, kind of in the last roller coaster of the last year, I have decided that this is going to be what I do. At all costs, no matter what, I'm going to create. I'm going to write, create, and produce as much original, authentic music as I can, in the hopes that it'll at least help somebody out there that needs it. And I know we're living in dark times, and I know that this is really just the beginning of what's to come. And there's a lot of beautiful people in this world, and I meet a lot of awesome people every day. Even back when I did work in the factory, I sing about selling my soul, and I am a ginger, so I don't know if I have a soul to sell or not. But I met a lot of good people even back then, working third shift, 12 hours, 6 days a week, and now I spend a lot of time on job sites, and I meet people from all across the country. And the universal thing I see is that it's like no matter how hard they push and how much effort they put into whatever it is they're doing, they just can't quite get ahead because the dollar's not worth enough. It's being overtaxed. People are just sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so yeah, I want to be a voice for those people, and not just them, just humans in general, and some of the struggles and the battles that they go through. And there'll be a lot of positive songs on here too, and there already are some, 90-some Chevy and Between You and Me, and I mean even Ain't Got a Dollar. Those are going to be fun songs, and there'll be plenty more like that. But I appreciate you taking the time to listen, and hopefully you like what you hear. My email is oliveranthonymusic@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you. I'll speak a few minutes on Richmond, north of Richmond, and then we'll hang this thing up. I don't want to chatter too long to you, but Richmond, north of Richmond, it touches on my time in Western North Carolina, working in the factory. It talks about some people that live north of Richmond, Virginia, who I'm sure you're very well aware of, who make life a little more difficult than it should be. It touches base on human trafficking and the atrocities that, I'll say this. I sit pretty dead center down the aisle on politics, and always have. I remember as a kid the conservatives wanting war and me not understanding that, and I remember a lot of the controversies when the left took office, and it seems like both sides serve the same master, and that master is not someone of any good to the people of this country. But I think one of the worst things that a human being can do is take advantage of a child. And I can't begin to conceptualize what has to happen to someone in order for them to think that's okay. And I think I drew the line on being quiet when I started to see that becoming normalized. And I'll leave that at that. And the last part of the song, it touches on suicide rates and really on mental health and depression, and there's no reason why young men or women in this country should be committing suicide. There's obviously a problem. You know, people talk about epidemics in this country and the homelessness and the drug use and the lack of skilled labor and the suicide rates. Those things aren't problems. Those are symptoms of a bigger universal problem. And a lot of people know that. It's just common sense, but we don't talk about it enough. And maybe that is the problem today, is we just don't talk enough common sense anymore. You know, we've kind of went a little off the deep end. So yeah. I guess I'll leave it at that. I hope wherever you are in the world listening to this, and whatever it is that you're trying to do with your life, I hope that you succeed at it. And I hope, if you take anything away from me and the music I write, it's that this life is a beautiful opportunity, and I don't care where you are or what you've done, where you think your life's heading. Everything can change in a moment. As long as you're above the dirt, you've got a fighting chance. And I'll say this and I'll go. I spent a long time being an angry little agnostic punk. And I remember talking about Sky Daddy and Cloud Papa, and I would get so angry about the concept of God, because I had sort of perverted what my vision of God was, because I looked at the religion of man as God and not God himself. But there is a divine creator that loves you, and sometimes it takes falling down on your knees and getting ready to call things quits before it becomes obvious that he's there. But he's always there. You just got to look out for him and listen for him. So I'll see you on the next one. And I love you guys and gals, and I'm really appreciative of you listening to my music and giving me a voice. So, Lord willing, this is just the beginning.
And this was before he got famous. This was 4 days or a day, I think, before it was published, and his video went viral. So get ready for this song, guys.
You guys have a good night. Bye.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men, 'cause the rich men. I wish politicians look out for miners, and not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men know the rich men, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men, know the rich men. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Wow. Now tell me, guys, does that have you messed up a little bit? Every time it gets me teary. Every time. Let me go ahead and switch this up. Yeah, I've listened to that song a bunch now. This is one of the main springs here at the park. I imagine at least 1,000 gallons or more of water a day is trickling out of here. That's pretty cool. We got grease in the house. It's good that you're here, Vasios. Yeah, right where that duck jumped from. That's where there's a bunch of water coming underground. You see all the ducks coming up to me. They think I got something for them. Oh, my buddy Sean's calling me. You guys know Sean Porter, don't you? I think it used to be Sean Porter, Hagerstown, Maryland, but he recently changed it, I think, to Sean Porter Media, maybe. I'll show you guys all these ducks and these fish. This is only a few, maybe 10 miles from my house. And these are friendly geese. I say that and then watch, I'll get attacked, but nah. They're pretty used to people feeding them all day. They sell cracked corn in the concessions for people to feed the geese. They don't like you bringing bread here because the bread apparently dirties the water and changes the waterfowl's behavior, they're saying. So they only want you to give them cracked corn. Yeah, it also helps the fun, but which one's hissing at me? You got babies over there? Are those your babies? Oh, they're big babies. Ooh. Oh yeah, these geese are pretty nice. They're not like the ones you find in parking lots and random creeks. I heard geese are pretty good at recognizing people too. And I fed these guys quite a lot, so. Yes, I am live, Mud Pie. Hello, watching from Harford County, Maryland. Hello, Harford County. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not quite sure where that is in Maryland. If I had to guess, I would say it is the southeastern part of Maryland, if I had to guess. But yes, Mud Pie, I am live. I did just show a pre-recorded video on my live that I welded together. See if we can find all these koi fish. See if my camera can even see them. The water's really clear in the morning, but as the ducks and the fish do their thing, when it gets murky during the day. But it's all spring-fed water. All this water is completely spring-fed. There's a spring right there. There's two springs that direction, and the one spring we just looked at over there. And they all meet here in the middle, and there's that big, what do you call that, a fountain up ahead. Okay, closer to Delaware, at the tip of the Chesapeake Bay. Okay, so you're close to, you must be close to Philadelphia and Pennsylvania too, or at least Pennsylvania. I'm not sure about Philadelphia. This park's real nice. They got plaques by some of the trees and memories of people. Here's some of the koi fish I'm talking about. Look at these monsters. Just a straight monster. Sticking his nose out of the water like I got something for him. Yeah, these guys are huge koi fish. And they are everywhere you look in this water. I mean, you can't see it. And I can't even see it right now, but if you walk along the edge, the whole entire edge, there's koi fish like this everywhere. There's actually, I think, maybe too many fish in this pond. Yeah, here's that big guy again. And this is actually like an island right there. I guess there is access to it, but they don't let you walk in this part of it. Even all the benches will have different plaques on them. Hello, Freedom American Eagle. So in other news, my mother, she's currently fighting lung cancer, and it's also spread to her backbone, so she's fighting bone cancer along with lung cancer, and she's not in the hospital. At one point she was in the hospital, and now she's out. She tried to go to work. She went one day, and it's just really hard. There's this medicine that helps her really well, and it's not even a medication, it's all natural, and it's kind of difficult to get. You need like a special card here in the state of Maryland just to get this medicine. It's called Rick Simpson oil. But I also have a donation on Give Send Go. It's on the link if anyone's interested. It is 100% goes to my mother and supports her on this fight. I mean, I do. She does have hope, and I have hope, and I know no matter what happens, it's God's plan. And I did get her 2 vials of the Rick Simpson oil, and when she was in the hospital on a morphine drip, I brought her the oil, and she was able to get out of the hospital. They actually kicked her out of the hospital. So Rick Simpson oil does work. And yeah, thanks for your prayers. I'll tell you what, if Rick Simpson oil completely cures her, or gets her back to work, I will talk about it non-stop. I will spread the word to everybody. But even regardless on if it's curing her or not, it is helping her so much. It is helping her eat. Even with all the other drugs she's on, it's helping her sleep. Even with all the pain she's going through. And it even got her to work one day last week, but that was right before she ran out of the oil. So I have a way to get the oil, luckily, but the thing about it is it's eventually this treatment, it's going to cost her $50 a day, but it's only going to be for like another probably about 30 to 45 days, because it's a 60 gram regimen, and you have to work your way up to taking a full gram a day, and it's about $50 a gram. So that's about the cost that we're facing to make sure she stays on this oil, because right now she's in between and she's not doing as good as she has been. But when she was taking the oil consistently, I was noticing that she was consistently feeling better, and she was in a good mood, and talking about what she was eating, and she had to go because she was hungry, and just complete opposite of her in the hospital on a morphine drip. yeah, I really appreciate all your guys' prayers and support. Like I said, if you're interested in helping out with the medicine part of it, it will be, there is a link already in the description for Give Send Go. And Cleo and some other viewers have already donated as well, so, but don't feel obligated at all, because one way or another God's gonna work it out. So if you're not in the position to give, do not feel like you need to at all. Just pray. That's what you need to do. You need to pray. My mom needs all the prayer she can get. In other news, I did actually find a nice church to go to today. One that reminds me of the one I used to go to when I was younger. That my grandmother, who, I mean, she's passed away from cancer now, because it runs in the family. But she used to bring me to this Pentecostal church, and I found this Church of God that really reminds me of the church I went to, so I enjoyed that today. It's been a while, because the past 4 or 5 times I've been to church, it wasn't really what I was seeking in a church. I kind of went for the real big ones, I think was my mistake, and this one I went to is real small and I liked it a lot. This phone is definitely capturing a good view right now. Like, I'm almost looking at the phone view more than I'm looking at the view right in front of my face. The phone kind of captures it all into one small picture. A beautiful day out, that is for sure. It's a beautiful Sunday. And let's see, it's August, September, October. Does anyone know what happens in October? Pretty sure we're only about 60 days away from me getting my rights back. And I'm real happy to see that they have separated, you know, the how can I explain? They separated the guards from the citizens. The guards are inside the jail, and the police are the ones guarding the outside of the jail, because the police are the only ones with jurisdiction in public, not the guards. But the only guards that do have jurisdiction, I think it's the task force that, it's like the riot task force. Like if there's a prison riot, the guards kind of take a step back and they call in these special DC police that deal with prison riots. So they kind of have dual jurisdiction both in the prisons and public. I think they're the ones that arrested one of the live streamers there at the vigil. Which all those charges get dropped. I mean, you would think that all these DC rats, or whatever they're called, that they would see, well, you know, that side You know, I'm not for violence at all. I'm totally against laying your hands on any other individual for just about any reason, but when there is violence and it's very clear that, you know, even if it's their side against us or us against them, the charges always get dropped, and that should be like a clear sign that, hey, look, the justice system isn't just broken for us, it's broken for you too. And that in a way kind of can possibly wake them up to the point where we could all unite. Sounds like a pipe dream, but it's a possibility. That when the government stops working for everybody, everybody will find something in common in that. I wish you guys could feel this breeze. But also, I see there's 25 people here, and there's only a few individuals, you know, in the chat. I know for a fact that people are being targeted in my room, so you may be here right now chatting with me, making posts, and I can't see it, and no one in the room can see it. So it's almost as if you're like I blocked you, but you're not blocked. And if you feel you're blocked and you want me to verify whether or not you're blocked, or you're having issues in the chat, email me at republicroadreal@gmail.com if you feel you're having any issues with the chat, or no one's responding to you, you feel you're being ignored. If that you feel that's happening, there's a good chance that you have been blocked by YouTube from my channel and not me, and I can verify that by going through my list of about 360 people who have been blocked. Which really, you know, I say 360 people, it's really 360 accounts. One person could have made 150 of those accounts that are blocked easily. So, but YouTube is blocked my mom, YouTube has blocked Cleo, and those are the two I know about because I had other ways to contact them. So most of you I'd have no other way to contact, and if you feel that you're chatting and no one's chatting back, and you think you're being ignored for some reason, be sure to email me at republicroadreal@gmail.com. Oh, I know, Gene. They haven't got you yet. Thankfully. I'm really happy I got to share that song with you, and you got to see Oliver Anthony right before he was famous, and you could tell he's praying. He's deep in the faith walk when he said, "I'm all in. You know, this is going to be my life, and that's that." And boom, he hits big time. Yeah, I believe he is from Farmville. And his email, I think, is Oliver Anthony. His email is in the first clip that I showed you guys. About just past the middle of the first clip I showed y'all. gives his email. I think it's oliveranthony@gmail.com, or it might be oliveranthonymusic@gmail.com. But if you really liked his music, I would shoot him an email. Although, I mean, he's hitting 7 million plus views, and a lot of content creators, especially the patriotic content creators, they're publishing him just like I am. So he is getting mega attention, and I figured, you know, normally I don't jump on bandwagons with my channel, but this was just like, I couldn't not show you guys and give you guys the chance to hear that song. I can only imagine the new ones he'll come up with now that he has all this encouragement, and hopefully he's not too scared with all this going viral, because it can be intimidating. I think he's got it. Yeah, she is talking about Virginia. I like seeing those weeping willows blow in the wind. Oh, let's get up and walk a little bit. But this is kind of the island right here. We got water flowing in from right there, and there's water flowing from over here. So we got to get off this little island, and we'll probably go this way. Keep heading south through the park. Go through the geese. They're pretty cool about it. Sometimes they jump in the water. Where is the tall and skinny guy? Sorry about the vibration noises. See, let me see. There we go. I'm trying to tell my buddy to. I'm live on YouTube. He's trying to call me. Maybe he can. Cool. This phone's real nice because I can actually text people while I'm live without it disturbing a live. And that's all thanks to Rebecca. I don't know how many of you guys know Rebecca. She's the Chinese lady that's at the vigil every night. She is the one who blessed me with this phone last year. I still have the same phone. It was in perfect quality. The only thing I can think, I need the lens replaced. You see how the sunlight kind of splinters. But no biggie. It's an amazing phone and it's doing its purpose. And I really want to thank Rebecca. If you guys ever go to her channel, make sure you subscribe to her channel. I can't think of it offhand. It recently changed because her old channel got blocked from YouTube. But the tall and skinny guy with the big American flag, that is probably Steve. Freedom for USA. He's tall and skinny, and or it could be Jericho Steve. So here is one of the springs. You can see, oh, hey, Mr. Duck. But you can see what, I don't know if you can see it. I can see it. Water just pushing out the side right there. Multiple, like this whole ring basically. It seeps through the wall and continues downhill. You guys can see kind of these Victorian homes that Hagerstown has all over. Got another little fountain here. They also have different walks you can do. It's kind of a map of the whole place. See, this is where we were earlier when I showed you the video of Oliver Anthony. And here's the tip of the island we were sitting on, looking this way at the fountain right there. And now we are right here. Hagerstown City Park. Oh, hi Debbie. It is very pretty here. And if you guys are just getting here, make sure to rewatch this video so you can see Oliver Anthony before he was famous and after he, or what made, before he was famous and what made him famous. Yeah, here's the concession stand at this park. Pretty rare to have parks nowadays, especially in Northern Virginia, you know, north of Richmond. There's no parks with concessions hardly anymore. So I kind of want to give you guys a look at the neighborhood. Got these really nice Victorian style homes that you don't see in other parts of the country. So we're gonna see what the neighborhood looks like outside this really nice park. You can see they're revamping this area. Here's the mainspring we're coming up on too. All right. Here's the mainspring, the highest one. And we got water just seeping out. Here's the one of the seep points. You can actually see it running right out of the side of this rock wall. And that's what keeps this area filled. But this is the first level, then there's a second level, and then there's the third main level, which are man-made levels, but the natural spring. You can walk on all sides, all the bodies of water. Let's try to walk through. Definitely couldn't show you downtown Hagerstown by myself because people might not be too friendly about the camera. But this area of Hagerstown is not bad at all. The south end is definitely the nice end. There's no doubt about that. I know it's one of the best ways to film in public without trying to offend somebody is when you're filming and just walking along random roads. Don't look them in the eye. Just keep walking. You're doing your own thing. If you stop and you look at people, or if you just walk and look at people, they might think you're filming them. And yeah, if you don't pay people no attention, they generally won't pay you no attention. Generally. Device is getting hot. I gotta turn my brightness down. It's turning itself on automatically. There we go. That should keep it from overheating. Ow! Ow! I just got stung by a bee. Oh my gosh. Ow. Bee just got me big time. Oh man. Woo! Right on the thumb. Oh. Why, Mr. B? Oh, that hurts. Whew. Are you guys okay? I'm not allergic, don't worry. As long as I don't get stung again. That hurt. He just nailed me for no reason. Oh. I'll get over it. It's not as bad as the first time I got stung. Man, why did he sting me? I didn't do nothing. Whew. Don't rub it. Alright. I'm just gonna let it be. I can see the red mark on it. Look at that thing. I don't know if it's gonna zoom in or not. Oops. Let's see if I can. Ouch. That was mean. I'm literally walking down the sidewalk. He just went boop, sting. I'll wake you up. That's funny. Last time I got stung by a bee, I'm being careful walking around these bushes. Last time I got stung by a bee, it made my whole body go numb. But it wasn't like a bad thing. It honestly felt like I took a painkiller or something, which was the weirdest effect. Like I feel there might be some medicine in bee venom. Because we'll see if I actually get a buzz from this bee sting. Because last time I was only like 15 years old, I think. They got me like 3 times, and I got quite a buzz. Like my whole body was like numb. It was very odd, almost like an opiate. Like, ow, that hurt. I can see the venom spreading through my finger. Well, it's not hurting anymore. Kind of just feels like a splinter now. I don't see no stinger in there. He got me good. Yeah, and this wasn't a honeybee, this was a ground bee. One of those little ground hornets. They usually sting, you know, if you're mowing the lawn or you're reaching like they usually like old logs. So if you're like moving old wood around, they'll get you. But walking down the sidewalk, come on, that's messed up. That's just not right. But yeah, guys, this is. I'm kind of sketchy. I'm like, where are the bees at? Yeah, this is Hagerstown, and I'm glad you guys were here to see the video I put together for you. If you missed it, go ahead and go back to the beginning. I think it's about 10 minutes into the video. I start the Oliver Anthony video. But I really appreciate you guys being here with me. And like I said again, my mother's donation link is in the description below. And also, please remember to hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed and share this to the world. Let it be known. And glad you could be here with me. I guess I'm gonna go enjoy this bee sting. I'm gonna show you guys that again, see if I can. I see it turning white. Ouchie. Well, I'll keep an eye on it. So far, so good. I'm gonna go ahead and let. Ooh, look at that turbo. That was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. If the bee sting gets worse, I'll let everybody know. But so far, so good. It's barely even hurting anymore. It's not really swelling anymore. But have a blessed day, guys, and thank you for being here. Republic Road Reel out.